Sparks about to make us have to make a new lobby.
Snap your W-2 and file Fed and state for free, guaranteed. Get the app now.
Who?
No.
Could be who? Mm.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
After Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He said We were trying to rematch who we just lost to. We're on a losing streak. We're not playing hard. Don't worry. I told them. I don't even know what that means. You tell me. Yeah.
Here's Allen, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Why did he not throw it away? What the heck?
I'll tell you who was excited.
Oh my God.
The defensive front.
Why did he go down like that?
They got to him in a hurry. And right there,
oh my
he had
God.
to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one.
What the fuck was that?
Then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably been about himself first.
Yeah.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
The car fell to the ground when I clicked R3 to throw it away. What the fuck was that?
They're down to 1 remaining.
You know, I had my wrong set, and I had fucking Derrick Henry in the game, so I didn't have playmaker.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I feel like Terrell Stokes plays the run better than Vaughn, which makes him better. Yeah.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd, McNabb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
White 90! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, McNabb. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 52 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, Williams. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
Brother, run the end around.
Knock people back and establish the run early.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nah, I haven't
Set
run
him
with him in
back
a
with a
while.
loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I still have the same team, but I don't know what he runs. I haven't run with him in forever. I haven't even seen him play in play. Even in the tournament, like, I haven't seen what he does.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Second down, McNabb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, McNabb. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. John Randall in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Williams now on the return. He'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Michael Strahan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Shotgun now for Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, they think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to, and now the ball's out. Carr lost
really
a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
Take the 5 out first. I think the corner is probably going to do it.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean to put one in.
From midfield, here's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And that'll be
I literally moved all the way left. Come on, Madden. Oh my God, man.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Running left, the Hall of Famer with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A play fake. Now McNabb rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Did you mean to put that safety on his own?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
That strong safety didn't blitz.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. McNabb. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for the... And I think the ball's out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. And here now the offense heading back out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
I got blocking on the aggressive, so try not to front with the running back until you get past the line.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Don't even do the motion. Brian Dawkins didn't fucking.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments.
Off the corner,
so
off the other side.
You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Now it's McNabb. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
What about this dude right here in front of me?
They go play action. It's McNabb. Throw right side is home in by the tight end Gonzalez. That his first catch so far.
No, I didn't do him. I was worried about the Alvaro. That's why I wanted. I thought
Tony Gonzalez makes catches. Sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Come on, let's go. What, 90? What, 90? Ohio, Ohio. Ohio, Ohio.
Here's McNabb. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
I was gagging up a little bit. You feel that?
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, Stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open? And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Ware in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr escaping the pressure right.
Cut up the clip. I want to see the cut
And
of
past
the
the 40 before he's out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And out now come the Seahawks. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now McNabb. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Hey! Hey!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return will stop right around the 25. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They keep it on the
Oh,
ground.
bro.
And this time not as successful as he'll get
I
back
thought
to
you
the
clicked
line
off
of
of
scrimmage and
him.
no more.
I mean, I thought you clicked back
Not
on.
enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get
Bro, I was about to get
position,
hit stick.
you have to make the defense pay.
Yo, Slip, way to stay behind, bro.
For good offense.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Damn. I hope you're not too backed up, bro.
Gold now out to kick it away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out.
Bro, I'm
on
so
the
glad
field.
we saved that play for that time right there, bro. Nah, they did not see it until then. Because we ran the draw earlier, I think, but I didn't do the motion. That's exactly why I didn't want to do the motion for that reason.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack.
I'm going to press you.
How they attack him here.
If I know 81's manned up, I'm going to press you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
McNabb to throw. He'll find Clark open right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, McNabb. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It wouldn't let me turn around. I wanted that
pressure in his face. It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Nah, you can go down. That's no side.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. First down, it's McNabb. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Kind of like the 3 because we got the spy out.
to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. And that is
thank God you didn't try and hit kick, because I was kind of fast with them.
Shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's
same
not how you
play,
start,
same
it's
play,
how you finish.
same play.
They have a chance to end it right here.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
Then I'm up with the hook curl and usually the cross slide if you're concerned about it. Okay.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. Escapes the sack. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I don't want to run a toss. I'll be honest. Because if that fumble shit happens,
the offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
He was a little offside to me right there.
Lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Andy Lee now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Seattle now ready to march on
you want to try and blitz him first, but maybe he has no timeout if we get a sack.
At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity.
Derek Creek, that's what I'm saying. That's a great play call right there, bro.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't even matter at this point, bro. I prefer the cross man, but we just...
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. Wow. That's Owens. A good pickup there at 22. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll look to throw.
He didn't get out, let's go.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
Black round.
He's back to throw.
That's a pick.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Let's go. 5 turnovers. God damn.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
Nope.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old
Avi
cliche,
just
if
messaged
you
me
will,
and told me to
points to
show
the
stats.
premium, that's certainly applied
He's
here.
probably
Again.
gonna screenshot it or
Like open up a
something.
time
Yeah, he's
capsule,
watching
didn't
on
it?
YouTube.
Old school football, low score.
Yeah, I'm showing. Yeah. Oof. The QB draw won it for us. How you know? I put a 90 Bruce Matthews and an 89 Larry Allen. Nah, he decided not to. I'm on a 20. Yeah. That was a good way to end the night, though. Haven't lost a King Keith in like a year. That play call is low key kind of disrespectful. That QB draw, especially in a game like in a tight game like that. You're not expecting no shit like that. Yeah, he's a good game, bro. Yeah, he's a good game, bro. Wait, did Cody throw more picks than completions? Because he was putting up numbers at the beginning of the year. All right, bro. Yep. All right, bro.